Is the Portland housing crisis leaking into Vancouver? That's what we're talking about in this video. Hey friends, welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington YouTube channel. So excited that you're here today because we're talking about something I guess a little bit more serious. We're talking about the homelessness crisis in the Portland area and how it affects Vancouver, Washington. So we'll get into that. And if you want to be the first to know about all things living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And we put out a new video every single week. But yeah, today we are talking about the homelessness crisis, and I don't want to speak lightly about it because I know we're talking about people's lives here and we want to be empathetic to that. Today we're not so much talking about the people that are following the laws and reaching out for help, families, those types of things. We're talking about more lawlessness, drug activity, people that are blatantly disregarding the society and people around them. So a quick background on the activity that's been happening in Portland the last couple of years. Since the pandemic hit, we saw a distinct spike in homelessness, lawlessness, drug activity, gang activity in Portland, and it has gotten national news attention actually. This sort of activity started in more commercial areas and closer to the freeways, but it since has been starting to trickle into residential areas of Portland. The last count of homelessness I could find online was 2019 for Portland, and they counted 4,000 people approximately that were homeless. This is just the best I could find. I'm not sure if there's a more accurate number, but I'm sure that number has increased dramatically over the last couple of years. Remarkably, Portland has spent over $100 million on this problem, yet it has only continued to get worse. So that's my little background for the Oregon side, but what are my opinions on the Washington side, Vancouver, where I live and work? Well, every metro area is gonna have some element of homelessness to it. That's just something you can't avoid. So of course we have that here, and we have it more in the downtown area and close to freeways is where it's most prominent. But my honest, true opinion, not lying to you guys, trying to get you guys to buy a home, anything like that, is that it's really not too bad. All things considered. Yes, it has gotten worse over time, but I still feel perfectly safe where I'm at, and I don't think that it's ran out of control. I've touched on this many times, but the Washington side is completely different than the Portland side, and this is an area, praise God, is much different than the Oregon side. We really don't have anywhere near the problems that Portland has, and all things considered, Vancouver is working hard on trying to resolve these issues. Here are some of the things that the city and the community is actually doing to help people in this situation and try and alleviate it. I know they went and cleaned up some nasty homeless camps recently that were not good for anyone, so that's great. They have a page online where you can report some sort of activity. I remember one time seeing a tent on a busy road. I reported it. They got back to me immediately that day and said it was resolved, which was great. They also have some programs to help get people off the streets, which really is the ultimate goal. I am really pleased with this actually. They've got a project going on called the Stay Safe community. It has little modular homes in it, and each person, each resident of the community stays in those. Obviously the ultimate goal is to graduate from that and move into their own place. It's staffed 24/7 by nonprofit community members, and I've driven past it before. Before that was there, it looked horrendous. It was a place for criminal activity, and now it's a place of growth and revitalization. I also volunteer with an organization called Family Promise of Clark County. It's located in Camas, and their goal is to get homeless families off the streets or out of their cars and back into permanent housing. This is a really great organization. They only work with families with kids, that's their specialty, and they really work on it holistically, so getting the kids educated and getting the parents jobs, getting them mental health resources. I would encourage you, if you're a person who's living in abundance, which I would say we probably all are, to volunteer your time and your monies towards an effort like this, because it's really these grassroots organizations that help make a difference in the community more than just the government. If you want some more names of community organizations and nonprofits that do this type of thing, because you want to get involved, please let me know. I'm happy to help you out. And my overall opinion of the homelessness problem in Vancouver and Clark County, Washington, is that it's really not that bad. Now, I promise there's gonna be someone in the comments that goes, she's lying to you, she's just trying to sell you a house, blah, blah, blah. There's always haters out there. You can never go wrong by doing right, so I'm telling the truth. And the reality is, if I thought the problem was that bad and it bothered me, I would leave, okay? I would leave, and I'm still here, and I plan on being here for many years. So consider it something that's really not too bad of an issue. So thank you so much for watching this video about the homeless issue in Portland, Vancouver metro area. I hope it was insightful to you. And if you're thinking about potentially moving to the area in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 years, we'd love to hear from you. My team and myself at Dubyne Realty Group, we are helping people move here every day. So please reach out to us via email, text, or DM us on Instagram, and sign up for my weekend newsletter, Weekend Happenings with Hannah, where I post about all of the fun weekend events that happen in our area. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.